Welcome to the summer series of Make Movement Matter minis with me, Wendy Welton. In a break between seasons of the usual interview-style podcasts, I'm sharing a few short episodes to jolt your thinking and offer you a few practical suggestions to move more in your daily life. I really hope you enjoy them, and if you do, please share them with others. Follow for more, and I'd be incredibly grateful if you could rate and review the podcast to help me reach more people and spread the message about the importance of making movement matter in all our lives. So, on with the episode. This is the fifth and final episode in the summer mini-series of the Make Movement Matter podcast. Today, you are in the guest seat. I'm going to ask you 3 questions I feel are important to ask ourselves about how we move through daily life. Before I do, imagine having the mobility and strength that allow you to move the way you want to throughout your whole life by putting priority on the way you move in daily life. If you think that sounds too good to be true, then to be honest, I agree. Because the way we've all been moving or not moving, our injuries, surgeries and so on, all build up like onion skin layers that shape the way we move overall. So being able to reclaim lost or feared movements does take time and patience, but it's not impossible, as we can often think, despite the inevitable aging process. Changing the way we move in daily life can have incredible results for our overall movement capability and, most importantly, our confidence. After all, our brains choose how we move. So, my first question for you is, how often do you think about how you're moving when you carry out regular daily tasks? We all tend to move on rushed autopilot. But choosing to put greater importance on the way we move is like switching a spotlight on ourselves, where we start to assess our own movements and then become more creative. The result is that we start to move more intentionally, which helps us add more variety into our daily movements. We even start to see them as a challenge. Variety helps you create a wider range of healthy shapes within your body that we can easily integrate into daily tasks. This approach helps you use different shapes, different parts of your body in a greater variety of ways, which makes your everyday activities more efficient and enjoyable, as well as making you feel more capable of doing more challenging things that you might not otherwise feel your body could cope with. In short, you start to feel more dynamic and therefore more resilient. So, adding in single leg balancing when you would normally be on 2 legs, choosing to lunge to get something off the floor, and going under a barrier instead of around it are all simple but effective ways to move in a wider variety of ways than you would have done otherwise. My second question for you is, what things have you brought into your life that are designed to make life more comfortable or convenient, but are actually taking necessary movement away? The answer to this question can become an interesting rabbit hole once you start to stand back and analyse the things around you or the way you move through the world. If you're not sure what I mean, then here are a few examples. The shallow shopping trolley. Convenient, as we don't have to bend down far to put in a small amount of provisions, but it also means we've actually chosen not to carry them in a basket or 2 baskets, which is weight bearing we probably could all do more of. The one that's mentioned over and over is taking the stairs instead of the lift, or walking up the escalator instead of standing still. I don't need to tell you why climbing up steps is so beneficial for you, and I'm sure you've heard this recommendation 1,000 times, but unless you make it a rule, you can easily miss lots of opportunities. Another one is the handheld mini hoover. Instead, you get your whole body low down and use your joints and muscles differently if you choose a dustpan and brush. Finally, a classic one we can all change is to decide never to ask someone to pass you something that you can get up and go and retrieve yourself. I think seeing the world in this way is a gift because it gives you greater choice, which enables you to add more movement into your life in regular, simple ways. And I'm not saying give all these things up or make permanent changes. No one's brilliant 100% of the time. But it's about choice, and it's about putting that priority on giving your own body the movement it deserves. One of the ways I add in a bit more effort and movement is by using a standing desk on the floor. Not only do you have to lift it down there, you also have to shift between sitting positions regularly because your body tells you to, and you get the whole way down and back up. So you get lots and lots of different movements into your body. Yes, it's more time and effort, and it's an easy way, but I see it as an easy way to ensure I'm working daily on my ability to get up and down to the ground. And after doing it for many years now, I noticed a significant difference to when it didn't even enter my mind to sit on the ground, literally ever. I hope it keeps me capable of doing so for as long as I choose. My third and final question is, what are your movement goals? And how many of them include fun movements? Well, that's kind of a fourth bonus question. Remember at the beginning of the episode where I got you to imagine having both mobility and strength that allow you to move in the ways you want to throughout your whole life? Well, getting there is not just about the need, there also needs to be the want. And that comes from imagining the things you want to be able to do both now and in the future. So have a think about what you'd like to keep doing that you love doing now. Perhaps going back to doing something again that you maybe haven't done for a while. And also those things that are important to you, that you want to keep doing into your last decade. And thankfully, we never know when that actually is, to keep you involved in life and enjoying life. For me, it's about rock pooling with my future grandkids, if I'm lucky enough to have them, playing on the ground with them, having picnics with my friends in nature forever, being able to put on my own clothes, move heavy things around to stay independent, dance to my favourite tunes, and set myself more challenges. Imagine being able to play, garden, hike, ride bikes, do weight training, play tennis, kayak, do all the things you love without worry. For me, natural movement is about preparing my body in everyday movements for life, so I can do all those things and anything else I choose. It comes down to building a resilient, adaptable and reliable body that you have confidence in. Training for these real-world movements ensures we can continue to do the things we love regardless of age. And by stacking in healthy movements throughout the day, you not only maintain mobility, but also prepare your body to handle unexpected challenges. I want to end on that bonus question by asking you about fun. When was the last time you saw something around you, climbed onto it, balanced along it, hopped over it, or crawled under it? My kids sometimes give me that embarrassing midlife mum look, but they're now used to me doing mini parkour moves, and we all usually end up having a go. The exploration of your environment, whether urban or in nature, can bring so much fun, and it never fails to create smiles and laughter. But if this sounds a bit out your comfort zone, think of ways that make you smile and make sure you sprinkle them into life regularly and get friends and family to join in. Finding movements that bring you joy will always make you more likely to do them again and feel better in yourself as a whole. If you've enjoyed these 5 mini solo episodes, you'll love my 5-day introductory online course, Move More Naturally to Live Better. For all the details, go to the link on the homepage at reclaimmovement.co.uk, in the show notes, or in my Instagram bio. Thank you so much for joining me over the summer, and I hope I've helped you on your journey towards building a more resilient and mobile body. Movement really matters, and incorporating it into your daily routine can make a world of difference. The 3rd series of the Make Movement Matter podcast starts in 2 weeks on Tuesday, the 24th of September. I've got some great conversations with really fascinating people lined up for you, and I can't wait to share them. Until then, move more naturally and have fun. I hope you enjoyed this mini episode, and please press follow on Apple, Spotify or YouTube to make sure the next ones pop up as soon as they're released. If you'd like to hear more about how natural movement could benefit you, then head over to my website reclaimmovement.co.uk and sign up to my newsletter. Or to have a more thorough introduction to all the ways a natural movement lifestyle can improve your mobility, strength and confidence, then my 5-day introductory course, Move More Naturally to Live Better, is for you. You can find all the details on the homepage. If you have any thoughts or questions, you can always get in touch with me at reclaim.movement on Instagram or email me at wendy@reclaimmovement.co.uk. See you next time, and don't forget to just move.